Marks versus Warren. A woman goes back to her husband and leaves her ex-boyfriend with a broken heart and a $5,000 car loan.
I seen her car lights on, and I seen Mr. Marks' car behind hers. And I seen him get out the car, he ran away. He looked very upset.
We had already communicated that we were better off as being friends.
Who said that?
Me and him both.
Frankly, if you've got a husband, I really don't believe what you're saying about your relationship with him, because I know you're lying to him. Why should I believe anything you say about him? 5 and 6-year-olds fell in love with Deshaunda Warren. It was just after a few months of dating, so when she asked for money to purchase a car, now this is his story.
Very to the point. Did you lie when you said you received that money as a gift? Did you agree to repay that money? And most telling, did you lie about your relationship with your husband in order to obtain that money? And that question ranked the highest in the level of deception.
This here is a tale of 2 soldiers. One a low-level seaman sent off to Iraq, one a United States-based second lieutenant, college-educated, wife-stealing, mall woman-hunting fool who basically met a woman, and in 2 months, because she had some type of Ninah Minaj type hairstyle, some fake lookalike, he decided that he was going to take a payday loan without any type of documentation, to basically purchase her car, a luxury car, Infiniti G35. Now, as is usual when people make these sorts of decisions, what happened was she left him to go back to her husband, and he got upset, and now he wants the loan to be repaid, because the money was given, I guess it was contingent upon them having a relationship. Now, if that's not prostitution, I don't know what is. But that's not my subject. My subject is really telling the Navy Negro to run for his life. I'm saying run for your life. Why do I say he should run for his life? You see, the guy's gone away serving his country. It doesn't matter if he went for 7 months to serve his country, or 7 hours on a night shift, or for 7 minutes to the ice cream store. The fact of the matter is, a man should, or a woman for that matter, should be able to leave their home, and they should be able to come back without clearing their throat and find things in order. But what do we have here? A woman who claimed that she had problems with her husband simply because he was away doing what he is paid to do, to serve. The other thing she said was that she had problems with his baby mama because he has a daughter. So here we have one grown fake Ninah Minaj lookalike that is really in competition with a man's daughter for his affection. I mean, that's as low, that's as trifling, that is as, I don't know what to say. That's as low as it could go, that's as immature. It's very childlike. It's very trifling with a capital T, So now this guy comes back, and he's at home, and his wife is coming from wherever she's coming from, and guy rides up in a car in the middle of the night, and he hears some kind of altercation or some drama outside his home, and of course, now he finds out his wife had an affair, and the car that she's driving was bought by this gentleman. And what does he do? He goes on Nancy Grace on national television with a smirk, a proud look on his face, saying, I won the girl, I got the girl. Brother, I will tell you, run for your life. I'm going to repeat it, brother, if you hear this. If there's someone who sees this video who knows this guy, run for your life. Because after all, the thing about it is that this is not the first woman who has cheated. This is not the first person who has committed an act of infidelity. This is not the first person who has had a lover or anything. But she's been so unrepentant. basically she has an excuse why she went into the affair, and then she leaves her paramour, and then she pretty much tries to shame him in front of the judge. She basically says he intimidated her, he became a stalker. If she were in a relationship with him, he would not have gone for the car. The fact is, she should not have been in a relationship with him in the first case. The fact is, she should not have taken a high-ticket item from a man, friend, whatever she wants to call him, without her husband's consent. Now, I know for a lot of you people, you're going to say, well, oh, she's strong, she's black, and all this foolishness. Well, I don't care. The fact of the matter is, there are certain principles that are involved when you get married, when you're in a relationship, when you're on a job. If you work for Microsoft, you don't commensurate with Apple, and vice versa. If you are a United States citizen, you don't have dealings with Iran. That's just the way it's set up. And so in the whole home atmosphere, there's principle, but somehow in the black community, the home setup is a free-for-all. Again, I'm going to hear people saying that, well, white people do it too, or Hispanic people do it too. I don't care. This video is primarily targeted to black people and to this black brother in particular. And I'm saying, brother, run for your life. Because what is going to happen is you're going to get this girl pregnant. And it's not about child support. She's going to have her little lovers on the side. You're going to be deployed again. You're going to come home, maybe care for a baby that's not yours. You're not going to have access to your child. You're going to have a situation where you pay money for this lady who obviously doesn't have her financial act together. She's broke. She has to borrow money from a payday loan. But look at how she dresses to court. Look at her hairstyle. Look at her demeanor. Some people call it classy, but I would want to call it pretentious. So basically, you're going to be spending your hard-earned blood, sweat, tears, and dollars to support someone who doesn't have the basic self-control, no form of respect, and no type of penitence or repentance to say, I'm really sorry. It's like, you better be glad you got me back because other people in the street want me. You really don't want a street tramp like that in your life. So I'm going to tell you, brother, run for your life. For the 15th time, I'm telling you, leave her alone. If you have to pay alimony or whatever because she's not working, pay it. But I'm telling you, the stress, the drama, the trauma that you'll undergo in the future. And what is going to happen? She's going to go to court with that teary, sad look on her face, and she's going to tell the judge that you had post-traumatic or post-war whatever syndrome, and that you snap and she can't take it and she can't live with you anymore. And I don't know that in the family court or wherever she goes, you won't have the benefit of a lie detector test. You won't have the benefit of the court of public opinion. You won't have the benefit of 10 or 15 or whatever million viewers who's watching this Nancy Grace show. So I'm telling you, brother, run for your life. Let's watch.
You're gonna leave her husband for me.
Did you think I was honestly leaving my husband for you giving out loans? I will pay you back in due time.
At that point, I was threatened and fearful for my life.
You're gonna leave her husband for me.
Did you think I was honestly leaving my husband for you giving out loans? I will pay you back in due time.
At that point, I was threatened and fearful for my life.
You're gonna leave her husband for me.
Did you think I was honestly leaving my husband for you giving out loans? I will pay you back in due time.
At that point, I was threatened and fearful for my life.